Yo, yo, what's poppin'? MFL Total Access in the house. We got the second week in a row with Terry Babalis,
First time
who
of
I
the year,
think,
right?
beg your pardon?
First time of the year, right?
First time of the year, back to back. We got a 2 game winning streak for Terry Babalis. You're on a roll. Let's keep it going. Um, yeah, well, it wasn't that great weather-wise this past weekend, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm not gonna lie.
It really wasn't as like it was really wet to start the day, but it really wasn't as bad. And it actually got pretty sunny later in the day.
But when after our game with Iron Wolves, it was
You're gonna
it
say
was
Iron
pretty sunny
Champs, even though you
outside.
guys aren't champs. It's been a while.
What was that?
You're gonna say Iron Champs, but you guys aren't the champs.
Yeah,
It's
no,
been a
no, bro.
while
That
now.
ship sailed back. But yeah,
No,
then I was
no.
watching.
Ruben brought it up. Our new MFL Montreal writer, Ruben, he brought it up. I don't know if you read that. You probably didn't read it, but he literally made a mention to the fall 2024 champions.
Surprisingly, I did read it, and honestly, I was super impressed. Like I thought, I really didn't like where the articles were going. Honestly,
I mean,
this half,
there were no articles.
yeah, no, true, touche. But like the ones with half John, half AI, it was like at that point, I'd rather like Kevin Wright with his like eyes closed. Like
you
it wasn't good.
know
That's not what the MFL's about, and we're not heading down that road.
the AI ones were pretty funny because I forgot to mention it, but our IT guy for the website actually programmed something that when you submit an article or you make an AI article, you can put your Kevin o-meter on it. So like you could tell it, make it a little bit of Kevin, make it very Kevin, or make it extreme Kevin, and then like the AI will make a bunch of mistakes and not know how to spell if you make it like super Kevin. It's because like we said that like if we were to go towards AI articles, we didn't want to lose that like human feel to it.
Yeah,
So we like fed it all of Kevin's old articles that are already on the website, and we made it get a feel of how Kevin writes, and we let
right.
it know that if we wanted to be like a super Kevin AI article,
Yeah,
well, write the way Kevin would write it.
man,
Some of the divisions we were testing it in some of the divisions that 1 week that we had we wrote those AI articles.
that's impressive. I don't even want to imagine what a Kevin Ometer looks like.
Yeah, but all that to say, sorry, you were talking up Ruben.
Yeah, tired. Yeah, I'm happy moving away from AI because it's getting a little bit spooky now. So basically, you're telling me I could have an AI girlfriend at this point. Anything's possible. But no, it was
That
super.
probably won't work for you. So
Yeah, touche. But all that to say, like, I was super impressed with Ruben's article. I read it, and it's nice to have the actual articles.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's super. I was also super impressed, and keep up the good work, kid.
But all that to say, yes, because I was talking about Iron Wolves. After the Iron Wolves game, it was like super sunny. I was watching Petit Fuck play in Div 3, and it was like almost too hot. It was crazy.
Yeah, it got really hot.
It was
What else?
nice.
Do you have any other messages?
Let's see. Apparently, yeah, Stu went to Park, Louisiana, and there was a couple of strange people there. But you want to try and good thing is we don't have too many games there. I've never been,
It's
so don't
Stu
think
on
I
the
will.
Park, Louisiana. He said those strange people.
But yeah, well, he was saying, and then Eric said there's probably strange people around that area.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, and so yeah, so glad I don't have to go to that park this season. But no, it's good to have been back at La Bear this weekend.
Speaking of parks, anyone has any contacts for parks? MFL is looking to expand in any park, literally. So just let us know. Other things we're looking for is referees and scorekeepers. If you're interested, let us know. A few other things. Oh yeah, a captain email got sent out. Two important messages. One, um, we're we're starting a fine for no-show forfeits or for teams that forfeit or cancel their games without giving us at least a 24-hour notice. We had a
Mm,
lot of forfeits this past weekend. I understand the rain scares people away a little bit, but some of them were during time slots that it didn't even rain. So that's very unfortunate,
mhm.
especially for the opponent that sometimes they show up for nothing. Luckily, in this case, we knew a few hours in advance, so I don't think anyone showed up for nothing. But still, they only play 9 games on the regular season after they play one fewer game. So it's kind of like a small monetary compensation for them, but it's also we're hoping it's a bigger barrier for teams to forfeit. Like we're hoping that having this in place, teams are going to be like, okay, we'll force ourselves and get as many illegal subs as you want if you need. As long as the game is played, there's no fine. It's really for games that do not take place. So it's not for forfeits for like busting the cap or getting legal subs and all that. It's really just if a team does not let us know at least a 24-hour grace period, or does just not flat out not shows up at their game, we have it that for that there for that.
Yeah, that's good because, like you said, like, a team could be obsessing, "Oh, why are we being penalized?" But it's like you are literally penalizing the other team for not showing up, right? Because you're getting, like you said, rather than the 10 games played, you're getting the nine. So it's yeah, every game becomes more expensive. So it's can seem a little harsh, but I'm all for that. And like you said, the captains are get emails if games are canceled, right? So if no email, then you come to play.
Yeah, yeah, oh, for sure. And
Hmm.
second message, we're trying to get as many pictures up on the website as possible, player profile pictures. So send us an email with your picture and your name, and we'll make sure to update your picture so it won't be that picture that everyone has. And so you'll have your personalized picture. You look at Will's as an example. Looks great in it.
And we're gonna. But I need to get that change, bro.
Why?
Look like I'm getting stung by like a bee in the bum.
You could just send us an email and we could change it then.
Oh, it's that simple. Why didn't you tell me?
We made a post about it. We still talked about it. Figured you're able to read. Journalism major.
Oh, it's been a while.
I know it's a big assumption, but
It very much is. But yeah, that's cool. We want to see everyone's beautiful face. Yeah, I gotta get those photos in.
yeah. So I guess pretty much it. Let's get right to it. Division One.
Yeah, let's go Div 1. Okay, let's jump into it. I asked you a little bit off air, but I want to keep it au naturel, so I'm asking you on air. We have a forfeit, right?
Yeah, like right now as we're like, recording this, it's not like yet confirmed, but it's most likely. So like, uh,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's something I was gonna ask you off air is if I should talk about it on air.
yeah. Well, it's okay. We're transparent in the MFL. We have nothing to hide.
We are. Okay, so there's like okay, so it's not official that it's a forfeit, but it looks like it's a forfeit.
Like I mean, my initial investigation leads me to believe that it will most likely be a forfeit, but I did not let I didn't speak to captains either. Like we don't like suspending players or saying forfeits without like asking questions and giving like we give the benefit of the doubt, and then
Right.
we get the facts from the actual person that might have like been suspended or forfeited, and then we'll
Mhm.
slap them with the forfeit or the suspension kind of thing. So it's just to verify, but like based on like what I heard and what I see, it seems to be a forfeit because I guess we can start with that game. Looks like KLB took players that already play in Division One as subs, and one of the very strict and restricting Division One roster regulation rules is that you cannot have like you could sub it within your division anywhere in the MFL except in Division One.
Okay, because that okay, so I wasn't sure if that had changed because of the no cash prize.
There's still a cash prize.
There is still a cash
Yeah,
prize.
it's only for cash prize, and this season is still a cash prize season. But made you think
Why
there
did I
was,
think there wasn't a cash prize this season?
yeah, I don't know why you thought that. Why did you think that?
Huh. Well, I guess I'm trying to put less pressure. And okay. And obviously it was we have a player Kev St. Pierre that plays for Outlaw for excuse me for Unit.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And
Um.
man, did Outlaws catch a break on this one because I don't think they were supposed to be six. They were probably supposed to be seven. Maybe someone canceled last minute, wasn't feeling well, and turns out they were six. Steve played on defense, and not to pick on Steve, but Outlaws lose this game when I don't think anyone would have picked Outlaws to win against a winless KOB team, right?
100%. And that's something we talked about kind of throughout the season is like a KOB isn't actually your typical, typical zero seed, or I should say, team that hasn't won a game. And, it's surprising because, look, yes, Outlaws were missing a few guys in this game, but so are KOB, right? They're missing Jeremy, who's like the heart and soul of that team. And Plough having a fantastic game here. Completely throwing out all the stuff that I've been stirring the pot the last maybe the last few shows or last few seasons, but yeah, it's like these credit KOB because they did still get a stop, right? They got two stops if you count the last one. I was checking the score in this game and I was like, okay, eventually Outlaws are going to pull away or take the lead, and they did. And then KLB scored late, but unfortunately, looks like to no avail because of the forfeit.
Yeah, I'm looking here like it was 14-14, and then that interception by Thomas was huge. KLB managed to score, and then Outlaws score within one play on the first play of the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, KLB making Outlaws play after that interception. Like, look, Plough's stats are literally phenomenal in this game. 28,
Yeah.
forfeit or not forfeit, 310 yards, 7 touchdowns. Like, he's just showing us that he's among one of the top quarterbacks in all of the MFL, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he's capable of doing it. Obviously, they had like a rocky beginning of the season, The big thing that stands out to me is freaking Avery with his 5 touchdown performance on 8 catches for 87 yards. Avery bounced around a few Division One teams, and every time he was on a new team, I kept telling myself like, how is this team not using him more? Like Avery's one of the best players, like all around, like quarterback, receiver, like defensive player in all of MFL, and it was odd for me to see him bounce around and not really find a home where he's used as the like obviously there's a lot of great receivers in Division One, but used like within like a 1A, 1B type receiver role, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. And like, remember when we talked about him? He was in Iron Wolves for a short period of time. He led the
One of
team in
his
touchdowns.
yeah, that was like one of his better seasons for sure.
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't me force feeding the balls. Like he just kind of finds a way to get open. He understands systems very smartly. And yeah, like if I would say when like who's in between the two, like not that like personal accolades matter, but who would you give Player of the Week to if the score stood? Would it be like Plo? Would it be Avery? I know both performances are equally as impressive. Like for me, I'm
Yeah,
giving it to Avery just because getting 5 touchdowns as a receiver is more impressive than throwing 7 as a QB, if that makes sense.
especially in Division One, I'd say.
Yeah, right.
Like not that quarterbacks regularly throw 7 interceptions, 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in Division One, but I find
Mhm.
we see it more often than a 5 touchdown performance. I was looking at defensive stats, kind of like a tiebreaker. I know Prold has that one pick, but it was on the last play of the game, but it also stopped the Outlaws from scoring. So like I guess like if I'm going strictly stats performance, I think Prold's one pick maybe slightly gives him the edge. But if I'm looking just offensively, like Avery's 5 touchdowns is clearly like I don't know if it's going to show up in the record, maybe in the top five. Um, you don't know the records off the top of your head?
Okay, so Nick Boucher had it with 6, right? This year he tied.
Yeah, so six was the top. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so I was trying to like talk about that. I don't want to keep beer on the forfeits, but it seems like now more than ever, Tay, we're having like a forfeit, like more than a forfeit a week. And it's like I was thinking about it, like, is it that like captains, are like aware? Are we too? Well, we MFL, the head of MFL, you and John and the committee, too strict, or is that like people aren't doing enough work because like we talk about it and it's unfortunate, but like it's almost annoying at this point. It's just happening way too often. Like
Yeah, no,
the
I
way I
definitely get what
describe
you're
it,
saying.
it's
And,
it's like a kickoff return touchdown in the NFL. You always have to wait 5 seconds to see if there's a flag
yeah,
before
yeah,
celebrating. So it's like
yeah.
now,
No,
like the game's over, and it's like, okay, did Jesus play backup quarterback for this team? Okay, did it rain? Like, oh, okay, this team won. Like it. There's like per division, there seems to be a forfeit a week now, which is like
maybe not one per division, maybe
no, no,
one,
no, I'm
two.
exaggerating, but like it's getting a bit ridiculous now.
Yeah, yeah. And look, like it is a very strong topic of discussion after every season. After every season, the competition committee meets, goes over rule suggestions, pain points, things to improve the league. Um, we look at what's done across Canada, across the world, in other leagues, and we try to decide if we want to keep it the way we do it or not. And to be completely honest, it is a point I bring up like every meeting. I'm like, are we too strict with our rules? And the consensus up until now has been our rules might be stricter than other leagues, but there's a clear reason for it. One thing that we decided to do differently this year, every beginning of the season, we send a captain's email with any rule changes, and we also highlight and emphasize like important rules. Like for example, the two sub max rule. You can't have subs for more than 7 players, and rules like that. Instead of doing that in an email, what we did decide to do is have like kind of like a short document that we send to all captains that I'm
Mhm.
sure you received and read. And also not just send that document to captains since it's like a summary of like all our important rules. We also post it on the MFL players Facebook page so that as, as much as we feel that captains are responsible for these rules, like not everyone needs to know the rule book or read the rule book, but captains should at least be aware of the main rules. We wanted to make all players aware of these rules so that if your captain's not aware or busy or just working double overtime that week and didn't think to check. And look, it slips our minds. John's team had a forfeit last week, right?
Yeah.
He wrote these rules. He voted on these rules, so like he's well aware of the rules, and it just sometimes just slips your mind. There's a thing you forget to check. There's a thing in the moment you have someone bail last minute. You're looking to get a sub. You're not thinking about all these rules. That's why when people often ask me at the field or like call or text me like an hour before the game and they ask me a question, I tell them I can't give you a straight answer right now because I don't want to like say
Yeah.
the wrong thing. I need to be like whenever someone emails us or asks us a question ahead of time, even though I'm 99.9% sure the rule and in my answer, I always double check. So I tell them something and it's not correct, and then they go ahead and play the game and it turns out to be a forfeit. How do I explain to the other team I made a mistake, or how do I explain to that team that it was indeed a forfeit, even though I said it wasn't? So it's like
Yeah.
it's not things that like even for the people that know these rules on the top of their head, like it's not things that you just say out loud on the fly, right? Like the
Yeah.
major ones, but you still have to verify. Like to answer your question, yeah, I do think we're a little more strict than other leagues, but we're also at 120 teams right now, and we need that certain parity in the league. I also feel that compared to other leagues, our divisions have a lot of parity, and
Mhm.
whether you're coming to the season as favorites or mid or one of the weaker teams, I feel more often than not you always have a chance. And yes, there's certain teams that are always better than others, but I do feel that like blowouts aren't that regular. And
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I think that you said it very well in like that, like one to two lines when you said there. Maybe the our rules are stricter than other leagues, but it's for a reason, and it makes for better play and more competition, which is what you want in the end, right? Just it's up to captains, players to just double check and verify. Because yeah, this is like where KLB wins this game, this changes a few things, right? Like now
I mean, you still think they make the play? You still think they have a shot at making the playoffs?
with that win, probably not. But like now the season's over. But then look at Outlaws for example.
Yeah,
Like they could have been 4-1. Excuse me, they're 4-1 now, we assume, but they would have been 3-2. Like they would half a game in a playoff spot, right? And then like this changes a lot, and it's like at the end of the day, KOE probably wouldn't have made it. But then let's say they're 1-5, they play us twice.
but
Uh,
Outlaws maybe drops to the four seed. Maybe the
that's what I mean. And I was thinking about it too, especially in Division One when you have teams that like have been playing forever and guys that have been playing for a long time. Like, yeah, I just like it's tough. It's like it's one of those things where you have to like wait until like the Friday of the day before the next week to see if the win actually counted.
usually
Uh,
by Monday everything's sorted out.
yeah, touche. We're good like that. You're right. But unfortunate here. Okay, do Outlaws get any shade or any flack for not winning this game or
Well, look,
is
like how often are you going to see Steve play on defense for a full game in Division One? Like we know he's an all-star on defense in Division Three, but Division One's a little bit different.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair. And like we said, KOB are not your typical winless team.
You want to talk about the other two games?
Yeah, should we could go to let's go to Unit Double Dippers. So we were talking. I didn't see into this game. We are talking to Eric Shushet, and it was one of those games where the score was a lot closer than the game indicated. I believe at halftime it was a fairly close game, and then Unit's defense just went bananas. Right at this time there was Unit up by 13. It would look at this point it was the 10 o'clock slot, so we were playing in it. It was raining. It was ugly. A lot of balls were bouncing off a receiver's hands, so. That seemed to happen quite a bit in this game. But I'm looking at more as like this is a big plus for the unit, Terry, scoring 51 points. Now they're on a bit of a win streak here. And, to put up these amount of points in the weather like this is impressive. And Brisson, like we talked about, up and down sometimes, but this year's he was having a pretty good, he had a great game against us. To pick any quarterback off in Division One 5 times is very impressive. And I think unit on both sides of the ball right now, Terry, are looking like
Yeah,
A1.
yeah. Look, Ashton starting the game off within the first 6 minutes with a touchdown and a pick six. I couldn't have asked for a better way to start the game off. He had one pick, touchdown, great ball distribution by Vinny, and Unit couldn't be coming into this game this upcoming week against the Outlaws more red hot, with a 51 point game win. Outlaws coming off that game that, like you just said, is like a shady win, shady loss, like losing but getting their asses saved by a forfeit. Um, what's your point spread in this game?
That's a good one. I'm gonna go. Okay, so we assume both teams are going to be full. I'm gonna say Outlaws minus 5.5.
What are the keys to victory for the Unit?
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, I don't want to say like I think in the one area where unit actually have advantage is the convert. And Steve and Outlaws are great when it comes to converts, but unit just have that convert play that seems to work, and they make it like look so easy when even when it's back with Dave Daou and then like or Vinny now dropping back and with Ashton the wraparound. Like you got to hit your converts because I think that like You're obviously going to have to make stops, but you're not going to be in a close game with Outlaws if you don't hit your confidence. You're going to score, right? This Outlaws defense is very good, but you have the offense to be able to score and put up points. Your converts, you're going to have to go for two, and you have to going to get like 60 to 70% of your converts.
Well said. You want to talk about the Iron Wolves and Double Dippers game?
Sure. So this game we started off like so. This game started off a little bit late. We started off with five players. Shout out to Double Dippers. They were super gentlemanly about the whole thing. This is a back and forth game, score for score. Big play in this game. Larissa's tipped the ball. Zach Mastromonaco for our team got an interception that changed the game around. He balled out for us. I've been waiting for him to kind of him and I to get on a same connection throughout the course of the season. It finally happened, and yeah, like this was neither defense played particularly well in this game. We had guys make crazy plays. Flash had a really sick catch on a wheel. Zach had a SportsCenter top 10 one-handed catch in this game. Bisson was just floating the ball over our short defenders. This was full-out offense. And like I said, that one play kind of changed the game, that tipped interception. Yeah, tough for Double Dippers. Now it's going to be tough for them to make the playoffs after this. But it was this is a much more competitive game, right, than we talked about in the last time we played against them. And I think great, both teams made some really nice plays.
Well said. Our Double Dippers. I know there's no moral losses here, but I need to get spanked in their first of two games. But are they finishing their bites and growing a little bit?
Look, I think so. I think, like you said, like there's no moral victories, but like I think with these two games or the last few games, it shows this team belongs in Div One. And like that doesn't mean they're favorites to win Div One, right? And it doesn't mean because they're if they finish 2-8 or or 3-7 that they should be in Division Two. I think this team shows they belong. Yeah, they went 0-2 this weekend, but our game was a two possession game was closer than that throughout the game. I think right now this solidifies that this team should be in Division One.
And they beat KLB, who beat Outlaws, right?
Exactly, and they beat KOB at what? It was like 16 points too.
Division two,
Let's go.
a bunch of tight games, especially that 841, 2 1 point games. Rossos are always fun to play against. Kind of got lucky that Ivan and Gab were not there. Uh, a few close calls in this game that could have went either way for both teams, I find. I was really impressed with what Vic was slinging that ball in the rain, man. Like he throws a
Yeah.
better ball in the rain than like I'd say half the quarterbacks do in like dry conditions.
Wait, no, exactly. It was funny because I was like, we're on defense first. Time, okay, guys, we're gonna play this super tight. He's gonna go dink and dunk. Two plays, two 20-yard bombs, touchdown. So okay, well, it did caught our defense off guard, but totally agree. Like the stats in this game aren't super representative with how even like you 20 of 33 you had a better game than that. Ludwig 12 of 29 he had a better game than that. This was a really fun game. Like to the
Could
very
have
very
sworn
last
he threw
second.
for more than 123 yards.
What's that?
I could have sworn he threw for more than 123 yards.
It felt like he threw for 123 in the first half. But shout out to Dave G, man, like coming off that ACL, MCM, PCL tear, like he had a heck of a day on Saturday.
And Fred got both our picks.
Yep,
Clutch.
a Thunder Buddy through and through.
Witching Hour just getting past Iron Trollers in this one. Very low scoring game here.
Yeah, this one really. I know this was
Wow,
like when
four
it
picks
was
and they
raining
still
the
won.
most. Yeah.
Obviously, we wouldn't see any of this game because it was at the same time as ours.
However, Terry Babelis, however, it did strike me as a bit strange that Justin, Josh, and Mason, three Division One players combined for three catches. That can't happen.
You gotta share out the load evenly, eh?
Yeah, you do. You want to win here and there too, but yes, you do.
But they have a Justin did have three catches on defense.
Good call. It's true. There you go. He made up for it on D.
Simon says Les Bin. Didn't see any of this game. Anything to say here?
Oh, new quarterback here for Ben, right? Simon Baudin.
Oh yeah.
May
Oh,
maybe he's going to be the QB1 taking over. Didn't look like Mimi Jeremy was at this game. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm not sure what Ben obviously are not in a great spot right now. But look, the Chesney there too at quarterback. Um, not the full roster for either team. I think good job for DeChesney getting those touch. You see, Ben are 2 and 3. Like
yeah, like that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, that's why I wanted the standings, and now we have that red line there. You're actually not in a good spot, but you're sitting at the last playoff spot. They're even tied for fifth place right now with the same amount of games played as rejects, right?
I don't know why, but it feels to me like they're 0 and 8. It's weird. Like right now they're in a playoff spot, right?
Yes.
Man, yeah. All things considered, that is pretty good. Um, yeah, good job by Simon. That's a good defense in Lebanon. So good job by DeChesney for throwing those five
And they're
TDs.
playing Lions Den next week.
Man, who who do you got in that game?
I think Lions Den got to win a game, man. They can't go 0-6. This team's way too
Yeah,
strong. Like you're looking at the roster, and half the team is Division One. Like it makes no sense.
I'm with you on that. I don't like copying you, but I'm gonna jump on your bandwagon. I go Lions then too.
Witching Hour Thunder Buddies, man. I guess Witching Hour is showing why they're the Division Two champs. It's a really good team. They're so well rounded. Like they're so complete as a team. Obviously, they're friends outside of football. They've been playing together for I don't know if they've been playing together for a long time, but they've definitely known each other for a long time, and I think that definitely helps.
Hmm.
Like great ballers, like literally everyone got involved on defense. It was very hard to throw against. This is a good team. I'm looking forward to playing them again this year.
100%. That's what I told like DG after the game. I was like, this team is like they're good on both sides. You can make the case they're better offensively, they're better defensively. Like there's just you look at like teams in Div 2 and you go, okay, there's a weakness, there's a small weakness. Like they don't really have that weakest link, right? And yeah, they showed in this game, and that was credit to them because we were winning in the second half. They came back in a really fun game.
Yeah, you said we were up nine at one point, but that was in the first half.
It was, yeah. It's like saying, "Oh, we're up nine," is, but like, still to be up nine and to lose by 12 is like,
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
come on, Thunder buddies, pick it up. Gosh darn it!
Yeah.
But no, big win. They deserved it. Big win.
Let's go to the women's division.
Yeah, let's go. I caught a bit actually.
Oh yeah, so wait, before we get into it,
Yeah,
we spoke about having a team that bailed, right? You were aware of that?
a team bailed.
Okay, I guess not. So there's a team that unfortunately bailed on the season,
Oh
and we got a
shoot.
new team that took their spot. Les Gauloises is the new team. It's not the same Les Gauloises from the winter from Collège Rosemont. It's actually a Les Gauloises from Collège Notre Dame. So another high school team. Um, we're gonna ignore the first four games from the other team that was Team Capital, and Gauloises are only gonna play six games. Are you following?
Okay.
You
My God,
following?
this is like some Black Mirror type stuff. We're gonna play 6 games.
Well, they joined the season four games after the team that they're replacing have already played. We can't just like invent four other games.
No, yeah, touche. Okay, so they're gonna have to go 6-0 to have a chance at the playoffs.
No, we're gonna go by win percentage.
Oh damn. Okay.
So like let's say they go 4-2, that's like a 66.6666 win percentage, right?
7. Yeah.
If they're well, actually it's six to infinity.
Yeah, but
You round off it's seven. If they'll finish ahead any team finishing 6-4, but they'll finish below any team finishing 7-3.
wow.
Make sense?
And this is like this is like actually happening. You're not making it up.
No, no, there was an email sent, and you even got the email because it's in the same playoff email as everyone got.
Well, you know.
I can
Well,
understand you
that's
didn't
pretty
get the
well.
women's division
Well,
section.
great. Yeah, I know it's not ideal, but great job on you guys for making it, work because like, man, that'd be a pain in the keister, eh?
Yeah, and just to make sure no team feels that they're getting like the short end of the stick, initially only five teams making the playoffs in the women's. Well, we increased that to six. So this way,
Uh,
like no team is losing out because of this arrangement for this team. Even though this arrangement, in our opinion, is what was the most fair to do.
yeah.
No team losing out because let's say there's no team that would have finished fifth and got bumped out of the playoffs now. So like
Mhm.
six teams are making the playoffs in the women's division. Bottom four are playing in the consolation bracket. So there's still going to be like a mini playoff round for the bottom four teams in the women's division. Um,
Wow, that's
yeah,
sick. How did you find that other team just to come in like that?
honestly, props goes to Genevieve Godet, who actually plays for Cessnas, who has a bunch of connections. She put us in touch with Jeremy, who's the coach of this team, who also plays in the MFL, and he had already mentioned having a team wanting to register in the women's division for the fall. and I guess it just accelerated the process, and all the girls were super down and interested. So we really got lucky because all this happened within a week.
Man, great stuff, Ginger Evan. Good stuff on you guys. Let's go.
Yeah, thanks. So I'll be reminding when we're looking at the standings what their record is and where they would be slotted if the season ended today. Obviously, now they've only played one real game.
So they're first. They're undefeated, no?
Yeah, only undefeated team in the women's division. All right, so Crazy Bees lose a close one to Cessnas, their first loss of the season. Pink
Yeah, that one
Panthers,
surprised me.
sorry,
That one surprised me.
the fact that Cessnas won or the fact that Crazy Bees didn't score points.
I think both. I think that like
Well,
I would have.
Crazy Bees not scoring points should not surprise you. They haven't. It happens from time to time, including in the finals.
It's true. Sometimes that happens and they only lose by one. No, MTL Says are a good team. I think I would have put Crazy Bees as the slight favorite. So not really, all that surprise MTL Says has won, but to score zero is
Yeah, like it was a battle of a great offense against great defense. Like Cessnas have one of the better offenses in the division. Crazy Bees have one of the better defenses in the division.
Mhm.
And you know what they say, offense wins championships, right?
That's what I always say, man. I always say.
Good win on Pink Panthers, edging out Humble. And then DS Lady Mavs. This was a battle of heavyweights. I know we said some things about DS Drapeau in the previous episode, but like I know they're a very, very fair play team and they have a great sportsmanlike behavior. So no knock on them. This game here, they came out a little with a little less firepower, only scoring 6 points. Uh, 20 of 32 for Hannah here, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Canto Stella with 2 picks on the defense side of the ball. We got Charlotte St. Pierre with 2 picks on her side. I was surprised to see how one-sided this game was.
I was too. I saw a bit of this game. Sapo just had trouble moving the ball, and it was like they just couldn't hit the receivers. Defenders were flying everywhere for Lady Mavs. And this Mavs team just looks like, they know what they're doing, where they need to be, where their girls need to be situated. And it's like the chemistry is just there. You could just tell. But yeah, I expected Lady Mavs to win this game, but not by this margin, that's for sure.
Shout out to Maya, 10 for a buck 19 and 3 touchdowns in this one.
Yep, all star and a passing TD.
Yeah, and a passing to Hannah, the quarterback.
And do you know what happened with that 2 p.m. game?
It was a forfeit that one of the teams.
Oh, an actual forfeit.
Yeah, one of the teams
Okay.
felt that it was not a good idea to play in the rain.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, okay. So at least the other team knew beforehand.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
same day, but beforehand. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty evident, but just in case people are not aware, the MFL does not cancel games for rain. Um, it doesn't cancel games almost ever. Like it has to be very extreme uh, circumstances for that. But yeah,
Mhm.
obviously player safety is super important for us, and we're gonna look out for that. But playing sports outdoors in the rain is not just an MFL thing; it's like a thing across many sports and organizations.
Yeah, and look, if there's like lightning, thunder, like that's no play under any circumstance, right? So
Yeah. What division would you like to go to next?
let's go div. Let's go div four.
Four. Whether it was or not, we're gonna go Division Four.
So you gotta do what you gotta do. I did. I saw glimpses of Los Pelitos Baby Yoda. I don't
Okay.
know why. Wait, because I was roughing at the time and I was just focusing on. No, I'm kidding. I was, but every time I would glance over, that game was on. Um, I thought Baby Yoda was winning by like 40, just by like the way the kind of the celebrating and everything. I love the Baby Yoda's energy was super chill. But no, Los Pitos ended up winning. And Clement's getting better and better at the quarterback position. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, he's been killing it in Division Five. He's also throwing in
Yeah,
Division Five.
yeah.
Let's go take a look at this overtime game here.
My two top teams.
Wow, lots of points in that second half. Okay, just one round of overtime. I didn't see this game. I just love overtime games, except when I'm playing in them. Uh, yeah, these were two top teams of the division for sure. I mean, I don't know if they're two top teams in standing, but two veteran teams that well, most targets are first and nothing but D are seventh. One game above 500.
5-2, 3-2, 5 games played. Los Politos.
Look at
Man,
this.
it's gonna be a race to the finish, eh? Like,
Past Primetime lost 2 games this past weekend against two good teams, and they're still sitting at 3-3 in a playoff spot. So they were a very good team. Like they were before this
yeah.
happened, they were 3-1, and now they're 3-3, and it's like this is a very good 3-3 team for sure.
Well, as good as that, as weird as it sounds, it's like almost it shows they're like it's better to lose against the good teams because you're not battling them for that playoff spot, right? So,
Wait, say what?
like you mean like it's not like past our prime are losing to teams that are like below them, so they're gonna catch up to them in terms of standings, right? Like past our prime time are not losing games that they should win, type of thing.
Okay, I don't know if that makes things much better, but okay.
No, I mean like in other words, like teams are ahead of them now, so like they won't have the tiebreak and come from behind and like snatch them.
I'm sure they want to catch up to the teams ahead of them, though.
I would most definitely agree.
Um, you bandits, what happened here?
Damn. So Bandits had a doubleheader. Mustard Tigers had a doubleheader. Pastor Prime had a doubleheader. Maybe Bandits put in too much in their first W.
Yeah, they left it all on the line. Oh wow, let's talk about this game here. Whoa, this okay. Lots of interesting things in Division 4. So I believe DTS, Laval, and Red Flags were all undefeated coming to this game. Laval lost their first game of the season to Fat Players.
Yes.
DTS lost their first game of the season to Red Flags, who then in turn lost their first game of the season to the winless at the time, not Fast Just Furious.
My gosh.
Whoa!
And this Red Flags DTS game, I believe, was at 440.
And that matters because
It mattered because the time of the day. No, but it also matters because I caught some. I want to make sure this is the game that I caught. Um, so I'm slowly buying time, asking you to politely check what time this game was at. But yeah, Red Flags DTS. I believe this game was at 440, and yeah, it was like I said, and it's like there was seemed to be like a pick fest early on, and okay, I mean there's only six total, but man, like I'll tell you, like these guys athletes didn't look like a division like they were in Division 4. Like it looked like there was guys that know what they were doing. The rushes on both teams were causing havoc on both quarterbacks, and it looked like both these teams had kind of been like built and playing for a long time. I was surprised by how many interceptions there
did
were.
you stick around a
Um,
long time after your game?
I did because what happened is I wanted to finish my latte, but then it was too cold, so I went back to the. Oh, by the way, I went to the. Oh boy, by the way, I didn't get a lift from Ben Mallet, because bro, he wasn't going to LeBert.
I know, but it's on his way-ish.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I said, so what game you refing? Because I'm not refing. I'm like, okay, what game you playing? 'Cause I'm not playing. I'm like, but Terry said you're going to LeBert. 'Cause I'm not going to LeBert. I said, so why the heck did Terry tell me to give you a lift from LeBert? Take you a lift from LeBert. He goes,
Because he's
oh
a
well, he
nice
said,
guy that feels like 5 minutes away.
well, yeah, he goes, yeah, well, I'm done. I said, okay, well, bro, forget it. I'll take an Uber then. And then he's
And
like,
he
no,
lets
no,
you
no,
take an
I can't,
Uber?
I can't. It's gonna be like $10. And I was like, no, no. He's like, no, if it's $10 or less, okay. I look, it was 15. He goes, oh no, no worry, it's $8, bro. It's $8. He goes, okay, fine. So I took the Uber, but then
Wait,
I
you
took
told him it was $8 and those 15?
he was 15, yeah, but it was a white lie. It wasn't an actual lie. I don't want Mallet to have to drive me, so hopefully he's not watching this. So then I go to Cafe Molo. It was a Cafe Molo in Timbuktu. So the guy drops me off. I'm saying, my God, this looks weird. I'm not leaving LeBert. So I go, oh, this is the address. I go, okay, thank you. I look. Then I put walks to LeBert, an hour and 12 minutes. I go, what the heck? What?
Stop.
Bro, I went to a Cafe Molo in Notre Dame West. They looked exactly the same, and they were both called Cafe Molo. How is that possible? So I have to take it. I took another Uber to get there, and I just made my game on time. So I don't know why I brought that up. All that to say, I didn't have my latte because it was too cold.
You took 2 Ubers to go to a coffee shop and you didn't even drink the coffee?
Yes, and I was hoping to not tell you because you would laugh, but now that it's on air, I said I may as well tell you because you asked why I stayed up my game after and all that stuff.
You weren't going to tell me for real?
No, it wasn't because like poor Ben Mallet, where you just assumed because I wanted a lift, I would jump in a lift with him. Like, and then I said, well, I was gonna stay to watch my buddy play. I said, so stay.
Oh man, which buddy?
That I don't know, but Ben, I'm happy you stayed. You did cost me about an extra $45 in the end, but I'm happy you stayed.
Let's get back to this game.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you. Both these teams will be moving up divisions. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
I'm not saying it like as a fact. I'm saying like these teams are definitely good enough to be playing in higher divisions in the MFL in the short term. Um,
Yeah.
both fairly new teams. I think both these teams only have like one MFL season under their belt. DTS had that crazy, phenomenal Division 5 season where they were completely dominant, and Red Flags lost in the semifinals in Winter Division 3, which is equivalent of like D4, D5-ish.
Yeah,
But both only 2 seasons, well, one full season under their belt.
it's been impressive. Like I said, it didn't look like that was the case. Um, but yeah, red flags. I like the energy looked really good, and they started off the game fast. And it just seemed too much for DTS to handle.
And then props to Not Fast, Just Furious being winless and defeating the only left undefeated team at that time.
Man, talk about a upside down weekend. But this is what we love the MFL.
Yep.
And yeah, they're doubling them up here. I know, but then you have like thing was like where red flags like tired, but then you can see where they're rusty. Like it's something you got to play. You know, whether it's your first game of the day or fourth game of the day, you got to show up like you show up.
Yeah. We got 3 and 5 left.
Let's go five. I had the pleasure of reffing and scorekeeping 2 games in this division. Super Bowl cut against the Knights. Score kept that game, 19-8. So like the first thing I was looking at the stats after the game, I was surprised that like most of them are right now. Is that it was a pretty entertaining, low scoring game. Like there was only 4 total TDs. First play of the game, Khalil rushes Chris and forces a grounding penalty, which is a safety. Like okay, but on the app that counts as a sack, right?
And the safety.
Okay, but so it counts as a sack for him, even though he didn't pull the flag.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. The first play of the game, that's how the game started. I said, well, it's going to be a rough one for the Knights, and then their defense stood tall. A lot of great plays made in this game.
Did Khalil rush all game?
Khalil rushed all game. I saw a few note. Miguel had one of his touchdowns was sick touchdown. I think it was like a 3-yard touchdown, but he had like super strong hands, toe drag swag. Let's
I
see.
was gonna say kind of like your touchdowns, but you don't have super strong hands these days.
No, and they're not 3 yards. They're about like a yard and a half. I believe it was that one there, that 1 yard touchdown. That was a sick catch that he made. I was impressed with both quarterbacks, even though the completion percentage was pretty low. Yeah, a lot of drops there for Knights, more so for Knights than Super Bowl cut. But honestly, it felt like both these teams had played together for a while. Both these defenses were stout. It was like both these rushers were on these QBs. Balls that were caught were contested. There wasn't really many missed flags. So sometimes we're polite and we say it's a good defense rather than poor offense, but this just really felt like a good defensive game that was fun to watch.
Cool. Yeah. You said the accuracy about the quarterbacks. I definitely noticed that, but it did seem like a great defensive
Hmm.
showdown. Did you see any other games? I guess we gotta talk about the Wolverines who beat the Goon Squad 26-6.
Impressive, very impressive.
The
Yeah,
Kluche clan.
I was speaking to our boy Cluche,
Which
according
one?
to
There's like
QB1.
6 on the roster.
Yeah, actually QB1, Cluche, and he was saying, look, he just decided to took what the defense gave him. He said, keep things simple, do what you need to do, and look, if the defense is going to give you 4 yards for free, you take them.
Even on defense, getting 2 sacks and a pick.
Which wow, talk about Swiss Army knife there.
So look how 14 teams make the playoffs here, and you got a 1-win team sitting at the last playoff spot. So if that doesn't give hope to every team in Division 5 that there's still a chance, I don't know what will.
So much like needs hope, man. And look at that, 23rd seed ballers are only a game and a half away from the playoff spot
Yeah.
with 5 games left. I also saw Sloths play against Favela. That was our boy Matt Demers, eh?
You're asking me?
No, it's a rhetorical question, question mark. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, man, that guy's fast, eh? Like certain things, like they're rhetorical
Okay.
questions. Few things. Sloths are a freaking good team. Number one. Number two, to think that these guys would have had Ben Mallet on the team is, even more impressive. Three, I think Gordon Billings may be the most underrated player in the entire
Oh
MFL.
yeah, he's solid.
No, he really, really is. Like, and I'm not just talking like skill. It's also like the leadership he brings to the team. Like, man, this is just a guy you want on any team on either side of the ball. Matt had a great game. 11 of 19, four touchdowns, no incompletions. There were a few drop passes too there. So let's say those balls are caught. Matt has a near perfect game. Like I said, Gordon getting those two interceptions. I also like what Favela did on their end of the field as well. It was a few trick plays that I thought maybe were like almost like too tricky for themselves. Sometimes you got to
That's
keep
it.
things simple.
That's simple, eh?
Yeah, yeah, and it's like like a fake handoff here, a double reverse, and it was cool. But I think this is a team that's going to be okay, and maybe just try and keep things a little bit more simple.
Slot sitting comfortably in second place right now. Favela sitting one game above 500.
Too damn. I think Sloss play big assets. Man, get your popcorn ready for that one, eh? Saturday, June 27th, 8:40 in the morning. You best believe I won't be there, but so those years, but yeah, Titans 46-6. I don't, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, what was your first initial feeling?
I was surprised because usually they do that in the playoffs, not the season.
Yeah, playoffs came early this year.
Hey, but maybe it's good. It's kind of the reverse what they should be doing, right?
Division three,
If three,
Ducks and Spartans had a nail biter going to OT.
I was surprised how close that game was
You were expecting a blowout by who?
by Ducks. I was thinking a blow by Ducks. Um, Man, Antoine Boussier has to be on watch for like records slash like I don't know. It feels like he's averaging three touchdowns a game. Um, Dave's doing his thing. A game went to overtime. This was this was the early slot, eh? Or was it the 10 o'clock slot?
It was one of the two first slots.
That's what I mean. I can't believe how many points were scored because the weather wasn't bang bang.
Yeah, they played at the same time as us. I think at the same time as our second game.
Yeah, it was a 10 o'clock slot, but still,
How was the weather?
pop bang bang. Is this Ducks team? Are they undefeated?
Don't think so. It
Eh,
feels like it though.
my God, 4-2.
Pretty tight standings in the middle, eh?
Yeah, New York owns Tropic Thunder, MTL Cessnas,
Like all these teams here.
and then Man City Orange Trolls at 1-3. Ever since praising the Hounds, they haven't been all that great. Although they did play Ghosts, and Ghosts are arguably the best team in this entire division.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say right now.
Oh my goodness! I was checking the score in this game, and it was like, oh wow, what a game!
It was what?
It was like a lot to not a lot at one point. I think it was like
Uh,
18 zip.
Alouette's really turning their season around, eh?
Yeah,
Started 0-3, two straight wins, 2-3 now, facing a tough Spartans game coming up.
man, putting up points in those two wins, right? An average of 40 in both those games.
So you said Ghosts, team to beat in the division?
Yes,
Who would you say could give them the biggest run for the money? I have my answer.
I'm gonna say Ducks.
Yeah, that was my answer. So I'm gonna go Pitsy just not copy you. But
Fair enough, but this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Ghosts are 1A. I'm gonna say Ducks are 1B, and I'm gonna say no matter 1C.
I was gonna say I think we're sleeping on Namad a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I'm don't put me in that boat. Last few episodes, I said no matter one of the better teams, and they're gonna beat Hounds. So don't drag me into your shenanigans. I'm a very big fan of Nomad. And yeah, I think they're 1C. I know you say 1A, 1B, but I'm going 1A, 1B, and 1C.
You said they're gonna beat Hounds
Yeah, I did.
like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I did.
You want to go 1D, E, F also? Just like since
No. We're gonna go ABC. Like I mean, even like I try not to do 1A, 1B nonsense, but like That's this division's just that special.
You see my daughter's book, The C is for Cracker?
Oh yeah, like the or the thing like the same thing with the sweet pea thing, eh?
The what?
Where there is something there's a sweet pea and then you show the thing
Yeah, there's a sweet pea at the beginning.
and then Steve's son was the model and yeah.
Yeah, Push.
Yeah, my boy.
All
This
right,
is a
so
fun
this is
division.
the. I think this is the only division where you have like the classic 8 teams making the playoffs, 1 versus 8, no buys.
Yeah, I like that old school.
I think every other division has at least one team with a bye. Oh no, not Division One. Sorry, Division One is 4 teams only, so
But
no
yeah,
buys there
true.
either. Yeah.
And again, look at that 12 seed, half a game out of the eight spot. And Alouettes, like we said, winning two straight. Okay, I'm gonna throw a question at you right now.
Go ahead.
9 and 14 seed. Who has the best chance of winning a championship? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer.
Not
And you,
making the playoffs, winning the championship.
yes, championship. I said I didn't stutter.
All right, it's easy for me.
Same.
I can make an argument for every team, but you have your answer?
Yeah,
Okay, 1, 2, 3, Bandits.
Iron Trollers.
Okay.
Okay, nice. Can you go first? Why Bandits?
They were in the Division Three finals last year. Can't get closer than that.
Well said. Iron Trolls. I'm gonna go experience. I'm gonna go experience. And all kidding aside, I'm gonna go with the addition of Baby Kuse. I think it's a big addition.
It definitely is. Did he play last game?
He did. Yeah,
And they didn't win.
he did not win
He's usually a winner.
for real. And yeah, let's see.
Led the team in eight tackles. Led the team offensively and defensively. Wow, making his mark early.
Man, Adrian. Yeah, I was looking for like Nick Kuse was like it's gonna be a Nick Kuse, Adrian Russo. He said he was gonna take that matchup, take that smoke. You know, both that players doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Um, but this is a solid Alouettes team and Iron Trollers too. They'll go
It's
as far as Evans takes them.
sorry?
They'll go as far as Evans takes them.
Yeah. Let's go quickly to Laval.
Let's go.
Laval Division One. We have still Cry remaining undefeated. Um, Cougars also taking care of business against the Sooners. The Villains losing their first game of the season. And Bellows being full lineup here, sitting at 1-2. This loss could have been pretty costly for them. Moving to 500 now. You see 5 out of 8 teams make the playoffs in Division One. Same thing as in Division Two. Will, if the Laval free agents play their next game as Laval free agents, you're coming up with a name for them.
Oh yeah, 100. I should be doing it already, but we'll give them. Yeah. And we will. I'll make the team name on air if it's still this next week.
Okay. I was hoping not to get to that, but okay.
No. If we have to get to that, we have to get to that.
Yeah.
Actions have consequences.
Or lack of actions have consequences in this case.
Touche.
Division Two,
Did my boys play?
touchdown there.
Yeah. Oh, let's go! Big dub.
Hey, they won.
Let's get it, boys.
Still clearly as
Holy cow! Look
favorites
at
in
these
this division.
scores. 37,
61?
61, 51, 36.
Wow.
This looks like Idaho against us last week.
Blazers really coming into their own here.
Wow. It's pretty good numbers. 9 for 11, 6 passing touchdowns.
It's a touchdown or not, you know?
Mm. Go hard or go home. E-Train, Blitz. Well, I mean, it's crazy to see a team playing 2 games, a team playing 5. Like, I think it just shows that things are fairly wide open.
Hmm.
Mm. Tough loss though for Villains. Let's say they win that one, they're 2-3 right in the mix, 1-4. Mm. Yeah, got to make sure you keep on track and win the next game. Do they have a game coming up? No, they got a bye week this week, eh? Be scoreboard watching.
They're playing Blitz, the winless team next, so
Touchdown there, and then blitz again. Okay, so favorable schedule, but who knows?
yep.
Did you are you like scorekeep ref any of these games anymore? Or
Not this weekend, no.
okay, okay. How was my boys from touchdown there? Just want to see who went off. That was against Blitz. Okay, but wow, crazy. That's Blitz only second game of the season. Well, let's go, Chesco. 14 of 20. Let's go, David. Hey, Mateo, two. There you go. Two catches, 20 has a touchdown. What extra point? Nice. Let's go. Francisco with a pick, too. Keep an eye on these boys. I'm telling you, keep an eye on them.
Bold predictions?
Did we do every division?
Did we?
I thought we skipped one, but I think you're right.
We did the women's five, four. Yeah, I think we did them all.
Wow, we did. Good call. Yeah, bold predictions. You choose mine, I choose yours.
You go Division Two.
Oh, gosh darn it. I was going to pick you to the Division 2.
We could both do Division
No,
Two.
we can't.
Okay.
You're going to go to Division 3.
You go first.
Thanks. Okay, I'm going to that first game. Le Ben Lions then. 8:40 in the morning. LeBear won.
Prime
Look,
time.
look exactly. Wow, 2 hours and 40 minutes later, Lions Den will still be on that field playing against us. So hopefully they don't have too much left in the tank. Five. O'Reilly. Okay, look. Fair to say both these teams have been struggling offensively this season. The more your team struggles in offense, the less receiving yards each one of your players will have. In this game, Andrew Grant will have 200 plus receiving yards. And Jeremy Thompson O'Reilly will also have 200 plus receiving yards.
How many touchdowns each?
That doesn't matter because you want to know why? Because Sam Thompson O'Reilly is also going to have at least 100 receiving yards in this game. We're going to both QBs are going to go in bananas, and we're going to have a final score of 7-6. No, I'm kidding. We're going to have touchdowns. We'll say at least 3 each, but we're going to have Mimi at least 200 receiving yards, Sam at least 100, and Flash at least 200 in this game. We're going full out offense. Both teams that struggle on all this season, they're going to go bananas. They're going to double their numbers from the beginning of the season. This game is going to be like a 49-47 type game.
And most important question: who wins the game?
Oh, that's irrelevant. But if you ask me now, I'm going to say, no, we said Lions Den, so it has to be Lions Den. That's what we said before. Say Lions Den. Lions Den with an absolute shootout.
All right, Division Three,
But there's more games than the NFL Week 4, bro.
because Week Four has the most games.
I was saying it randomly, but good call. Spartans double. That's cool. Have a doubleheader right same field back to back. Well, that's cool. Spartans have a doubleheader back to back. Hounds have a doubleheader back to back, both against each other.
Yeah. Hmm.
A lot of LeBear.
Yeah, lots of LeBear this weekend.
Yeah, I think I have like a 9 hour break between games.
It's not that bad.
Yeah,
You have
preach.
time to go get coffee and not get lost.
Not getting lost is the key.
Bro, imagine if it would have brought you to like, imagine you've been late for your game.
I was so annoyed, and I was driving. I'm like, man, this is like he's taking a different route. And I get there, he goes, okay, bunch of name. I was like, wait, the heck you mean bunch of name, bro? I don't even know where I am.
Like, you didn't
I
realize
look,
before you got out?
no, I look, it says Cafe Molo, and then, but it was the freaking the Uber's app's fault because it didn't specify it properly.
Why is it the Uber app solved?
Because it was Cafe Molo, it was the same name, and then I clicked on one, and the thing came up, and the thing came up for the same thing. It was like it's like it was doing it on
But you
purpose.
only realized after you got out of the car.
Yeah. And then I put, wait, okay, walk to LeBear, because you know, the Cafe Molo from LeBear, the actual Cafe Molo is like an 8 minute walk. So an
Are
hour
you
and
sure it's the
20.
same coffee shop?
Was that?
Are you sure it's the same coffee shop?
Apparently. But that's why I was upset because then I got the latte from the actual Cafe Molo, and I couldn't finish it because my game was starting like too soon there, and it was
Why
a
didn't
good
you drink
latte,
it in
but
the
I couldn't
Uber?
finish it. Huh?
Why didn't you drink it in the Uber?
No, I didn't go to that coffee shop. I called the Uber right away and I went to the real coffee shop
Oh, why the heck did you do that?
because I wanted to have my coffee while watching another game.
But you knew you were going to be late at that point.
I know, but I wanted to, I was adamant.
So you still walk from the other coffee shop?
Yeah, I got my coffee in the end. Of
Yes,
course
but
I
the
got
other
my.
coffee shop's still like a 10-minute walk, no?
Which one?
The one near LeBaire.
Yeah, but it was better than an hour and 10 minute walk.
Okay, but at that point, if you were late, it's on you.
No, it's still on Uber Eats, but I
The
was. I mean,
smarter
it's
thing
on
would have
Uber,
been
but I
to get
wasn't late.
the coffee from Cafe Molo that's further away, and
Yeah,
then get dropped off at the field with your coffee.
yeah, I don't know, but that like don't worry, I timed it well. But no, it's Uber's fault, bro. It's not my
No,
fault.
why couldn't you have done that?
To be honest, actually your fault for suggesting that Ben Malek could give me a lift when he was
So
being too nice to say no.
find your own lift next time, first of all. But then,
Okay, fair.
why didn't you get the lift from the first Cafe Molo? Get the coffee from the first Cafe Molo.
Because I like to have my coffee while watching a game.
Why would getting the coffee from the first coffee shop prevent you from doing that?
I don't want to bring my coffee in the Uber.
Why not?
It's rude. What if I spill it?
Well, what if you don't spill it?
Well, it's a 50-50 chance either way, bro. What if I go to the right coffee shop night like it's
Man. Okay, all this to say that so you got all of the doubleheader, Hounds doubleheader, Spartans doubleheader.
yeah.
That won't work because Hounds are playing Spartans. Okay, well, not part of my bold prediction, but Hounds and Spartans is going into overtime.
Hound Spartans?
Yeah, the last game of the day there.
And that's like bold. Considering how you bold are, that I give you that's bold.
It's not part of the bold prediction. Ghost Nomad is a battle of number one and number two, right?
Good. That's between my 1A and my 1C.
And is your 1B playing your 1D?
My 1B is playing against my 1H. No, MPL is better than H.
Okay, Jade Vipers making the transition to Division 3 has been a little tough so far, going 0-5 to begin the season. They will get their first win this weekend against La Horde,
Oh damn.
who then will beat the Iron Trollers right after.
Laok will be Iron Trolls after that.
Yes,
Okay.
and then
So potentially two upsets. Well,
well, there would be two upsets, right?
yeah. I mean, I hate to break it to you, it's not like Iron Trollers are an
Well,
NFL team, bro. They're 1-3.
because he's in the championship.
Yeah. True.
Okay,
And yeah,
Hounds, Tropic Thunder, Spartans, Alouettes. Both those games are going to be a shootout. All four teams are going to go over 40 points.
damn. Okay, I like it.
And then when Hounds play against Spartans, they're going to be all offensed out, and neither team will score 20 points in a game that goes to overtime.
Damn. Okay, I like it. And as you would ask me, most important question: who wins each and every one of those games you just said?
Every single one?
Who wins Hound Spartans at 6 o'clock?
Spartans
Okay,
in overtime.
and J Vipers v Loud,
And that will beat Iron Trollers.
and now all be Iron Trollers.
Remember all this. We're going to talk about it next week.
Yeesh, boy. Yeah, I hope you wrote it down, bro.
I think that's it for today. I
That's all, eh?
think we covered everything.
Nice. So please, if like, no darn forfeits.
Seriously.
Yeah. Like, there's a thingamajiggy to check before the game and all that stuff. No,
What do you mean a thingy-majiggy?
like if you put this person in, that person in. Well, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't count illegal subs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you count if you're not going to show up to your game.
Yeesh. That's a good call.
All right. Remember, be nice to everyone.
Yes. Be there, be square. See you Saturday. Oh, LeBaire and Arthur Thierry, eh?
And Louisiane.
God have mercy. Hope you're not at Louisiana, if you're at LeBaire or not, Thierry. Thanks for watching the show, folks. Like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. All right, see you, gang.